Hello, English learners, and welcome back to Podcast English Learning for our 19th episode. I'm Alex.
And I'm Aurora. For today's lesson, we definitely recommend using headphones. It will help you catch all the nuances of modern, informal, and very fast English.
Today, we are diving into the world of Internet English. We're talking about the slang, acronyms, and special phrases you see all the time on social media like Instagram, TikTok, and in text messages.
This part of the English language changes incredibly fast, and it can be confusing even for native speakers. But understanding it is key to understanding modern, informal communication and connecting with people online.
In this very detailed masterclass, we will be your guide to the world of internet slang. We're going to have a conversation about a funny social media post to show you how these words are used in a natural context.
After that, we will have an extensive language takeaway section that will be like your personal dictionary for the most important acronyms. We'll also have a strategy corner on when it is and when it is not appropriate to use this kind of language.
This is your complete guide to understanding and using modern English slang. Let's get started. Hey, Aurora, what are you looking at on your phone? You've been laughing for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, hey, Alex. You have to see this comment on a cat video. Here, look.
Okay, let me see. It says, OMG, that cat is the GOAT, NGL, I'm literally dying. That whole video was such a vibe, BRB, watching it again. Okay, I think I need a translator for this.
I know, right? It's like a whole different language. But it's actually pretty simple once you know the meaning.
All right, break it down for me and for our listeners. Let's start with the easy ones. OMG is, oh my God, right?
Exactly. A classic expression of surprise. And BRB means be right back. It tells someone you are leaving the conversation for a moment, but will return shortly.
Okay, got it. What about NGL? That's a new one for me.
NGL stands for not gonna lie. People use it before they give an honest opinion, especially one that might be a little surprising or direct. So here, the person is saying, not gonna lie, that cat is the best.
Ah, I see. It's like a modern version of to be honest. And what about GOAT? Are they calling the cat an actual goat?
No. GOAT is an acronym that stands for greatest of all time. It's a very high compliment. So they're saying the cat is the greatest of all time. You see it a lot in sports discussions.
Okay, that makes more sense. And my favorite part, I'm literally dying. The person who wrote this is clearly not dying.
No, they are not. This is a perfect example of modern hyperbole. Literally used to mean in a strict, factual sense. But now young people use it to add emphasis to a feeling. I'm literally dying just means I'm laughing so hard.
And finally, that whole video was such a vibe. What does that mean?
Vibe refers to the feeling, mood, or atmosphere of something. If something is a vibe or has a good vibe, it means it's cool, enjoyable, and has a pleasant feeling associated with it.
Wow. So that one short comment contained about 6 different pieces of slang. This is more complicated than I thought.
It can be, but don't worry. We're going to break down all the most important terms right now in our language takeaway.
Let's do it. We'll categorize them to make it easier. Let's start with the classics, the acronyms you will see everywhere. We already mentioned OMG and BRB. Another essential one is LOL, which stands for laughing out loud. It's used to show that you find something funny. For example, your joke was hilarious, LOL. A close relative of LOL is LMAO, which stands for laughing my ass off. It's a much stronger, more informal way to say something's extremely funny. It's very casual, so you would only use it with close friends.
Another classic is BTW, which means by the way. You use it to introduce a new topic or a piece of information that is slightly unrelated to the current conversation. For example, I'll see you at 6 p.m. BTW, I might be a few minutes late.
Now, let's move to category 2, the conversational acronyms. These are used to express opinions or thoughts.
We already talked about NGL, not gonna lie. A very similar one is TBH, which means to be honest. They are used almost interchangeably to introduce a sincere opinion. TBH, I prefer coffee to tea.
Then we have IMO and IMHO. IMO stands for in my opinion, and IMHO stands for in my humble opinion. These are used to make it clear that you are stating your personal view, not a fact. For example, in IMO, that was the best movie of the year.
And of course, there's IDK, which simply means I don't know. It's quick, easy, and used all the time in texting. IDK, what I want for dinner tonight.
Finally, let's look at Category 3, the modern social media acronyms. These are a bit newer.
A huge one is FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. This describes the feeling of anxiety you get when you think other people are having fun experiences without you, especially when you see their posts on social media. For example, everyone is on vacation and I'm stuck at work. I have serious FOMO right now.
Then there's IYKY. This stands for if you know, you know. It's used when you are referring to a specific shared experience or inside joke that only a certain group of people will understand. It creates a sense of community.
For example, if you post a picture of a very specific, difficult level from a video game, you might caption it, "This level was so frustrating." IYKY. Only people who have played the game will understand.
This is a huge amount of vocabulary, and the most important thing to remember is what we'll discuss in our strategy corner, when to use this language.
This is the most important part of today's lesson. The golden rule is context is king. All of this language, the acronyms, the slang, is extremely informal.
That means you should only use it when texting or messaging close friends, or perhaps in very casual comments on social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram. Where should you never use this language? You should never use it in a professional or academic context. Do not write LOL or TBH in an email to your boss, a job application, or a university essay. It would be seen as very unprofessional and disrespectful.
Another important point is to know your audience. Using a lot of modern slang with an older person like your grandparents will probably just confuse them. It's best to stick to standard English with them.
And our final piece of advice is, when in doubt, leave it out. If you're not 100% sure what a slang term means or if it's appropriate for the situation, it is always safer to just use standard, clear English.
Excellent advice. Now that we've covered the strategy and the acronyms, let's have some fun in our Fluency Builder and look at some more modern slang words.
Let's start with a word we saw in the dialogue, salty. If someone is salty, it means they are upset, bitter, or annoyed about something, usually something minor or trivial.
For example, my brother is still salty because I beat him in a video game last night. It's like they have a bad taste in their mouth from the experience.
Another huge one, especially in dating culture, is to ghost someone. To ghost someone means to suddenly end all communication with them without any explanation. You just disappear like a ghost.
For example, we went on 2 great dates and I thought she liked me, but then she completely ghosted me. She stopped answering my texts. It's generally considered a very unkind thing to do.
Next up, to simp. This is a very modern internet term. To simp for someone means to do way too much for a person you like in the hope that they will like you back. It has a slightly negative connotation, implying that the person is trying too hard.
It's often used humorously. Someone might post a picture of their favorite celebrity and say, "I'm simping so hard for him right now."
And our last one is the hyperbolic use of literally. As we discussed, traditionally, literally means in a strict, factual way. But in modern slang, it's just used for emphasis. So when someone says, "I literally died laughing," they are just emphasizing how funny it was. Or "my feet are literally killing me" just means their feet hurt a lot. It's important to understand this modern usage so you don't get confused.
Wow, the English language is always evolving. This has been a fascinating discussion. Now, let's listen to our short dialogue one last time to see all these pieces in action.
Okay, let me see. It says, OMG, that cat is the goat, NGL. I'm literally dying. That whole video was such a vibe. BRB, watching it again. Okay, I think I need a translator for this.
I know, right? It's like a whole different language, but it's actually pretty simple once you know the meaning.
All right, break it down for me and for our listeners. Let's start with the easy ones. OMG is oh my god, right?
Exactly. A classic expression of surprise. And BRB means be right back.
Okay, got it. What about NGL? That's a new one for me.
NGL stands for not gonna lie. People use it before they give an honest opinion.
Ah, I see. And what about goat? Are they calling the cat an actual goat?
No, GOAT is an acronym that stands for greatest of all time.
And my favorite part, I'm literally dying.
It just means I'm laughing so hard. It's for emphasis.
And finally, that whole video was such a vibe.
It just means it had a really cool feeling or atmosphere.
And that brings us to the end of our masterclass on modern English slang.
We covered a huge amount today, from classic acronyms like LOL